Que le haya mi gente, Rico.toro with a special guest.
What up? TMI Santiago, top 5 TMI, Fatty Madoff in the house, top 5 TMI, what up?
So I actually decided I'm gonna give my little fat guy name too, since I'm getting a little heavy.
Let me move a little closer.
Don Fateo. Don Fateo.
Don Fateo, I like that.
I think in New Jack City, the Frankie Needles, his boss was like Don Mateo or something. So yeah, Don Fateo.
I remember that. But also, you got the Sam Rothstein shades. So you'd be like Toro Rothstein or Rico Rothstein.
Look at those lenses. That's right. Look at those lenses.
That's fire right there.
So we're sitting out on
this is our first collaboration. Like we coming together, like the two C's in the company, whatever that is. But we collaborate. We the dynamic duo now. So you got to catch a show once a week from Toro, Santiago, and this is how we gonna keep rocking it, man. We're gonna give you live and direct. We out here, Mona's out here on the strip, Pedro Casante, and just everything. We can just smell it. It's just fresh, man. Get a passport.
Yeah, get a passport.
That's what I'm saying, Rico Toro, man.
You watching Netflix like two fat girls sharing a bucket of chicken, licking their lips like cheese and grits. So get your passport.
Yeah, I think that's what it's all about, man. It's just about having fun, just connecting with good people, you know what I'm saying? Like I met Rico, matter of fact, when I first touched down, he's one of the first people that I met, like as far as outside of like the friends or whatever, you know, YouTube or whatever. And we kind of just connected immediately, man. And you know, we were always talking about this, and this was like the first actual time. And I was supposed to fly home today, pushed back the flight, came down to Ramona's live, and you know, the street, show the street, man. So just pan a little bit. Look at the street. Look at that.
There you go. Little street action.
I know that the bus in Chuck Norris's, what was that movie? Prisoner, whenever you know what I'm about?
Yeah.
God damn, I forgot that. Braddock. You know what I'm talking?
So yeah, just real quick, a little logistic updates. Yeah. So they got the curfew is kind of, they did it sort of like it's been in the United States. Different rules by different how you say?
Different principles?
No, I can't remember. Provinces, different provinces.
Different provinces.
I think Europeans and Canada has provinces too. Anyways, so by different provinces. So basically, Santo Domingo is the main one, and a lot of stuff on the South Coast, I'm not gonna go all through them, like San Cristobal is one of them. But they got a real tight curfew for like 10 days to 2 weeks, where 6 p.m. during the week, 3 p.m. on the weekends, with 3 hours travel time, but that's when they gotta be inside, just cause, you know, for their health, they trying to get a handle on things, cause they had a little spike in the pandemic. So, but you know, interesting though, a friend of mine is up here now, was in the Capitol like a week and a half ago, and the curfew was 10. He said he went to a club at like 9:30. Nobody was there. 5 to 10, it was packed. So they come at 5 minutes to close, just assuming, like, all right, we could just party till they put us out, which is kind of what happened, and that's the thing. They just sort of been a little overstepping, which, so just for clarification, Sosua, Cabarete, Puerto Plata is not affected by the curfew. We just got a little short. Santiago neither. It's still 10 p.m., 9 p.m. on the weekends. Same travel time.
How you?
Just Puerto Plata.
Yes, sir.
Puerto Plata does have like a couple of bars, including Miami Bar. They did shut down recently. They're mentioning other channels, and you know, due to non-compliance, you know, I guess they had too many people or something, and the Malacone's kind of on pause for a little bit of time as well. But right here in the area you guys refer to as Paradise, everything's pretty normal. Well, hold on. Until today. They got a little freeze, little alcohol freeze. I don't even know the exact details. It just came about like in the last hour or two.
A little bit.
Yeah, where I'll just have to, I don't want to put too much out there, too much details, but
too much emphasis on that. But
yeah,
it's gonna be real short. By the
It's
time you
real
guys get
short.
down there, it's gonna be gone. By
it's
the time,
real short. I mean,
like a couple days.
tomorrow's a holiday, and I don't know if it's got anything to do with it. It's Corpus Christi Day. I found out physical therapy. Well, I tried to get a session tomorrow. I don't know. It's just like, all right, just the holiday list. Most of them I've never heard of. It seems like every time you turn around, they have one. So good for them. So, anyways, we just out here chilling, though. So
I mean, that's all it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? And information. I mean, that's just a plus. You know what I'm saying?
So
a lot of people been coming up to me asking me like, yo, what made you want to start the YouTube? What made you want to do YouTube? And what made me want to come down? One of the reasons why I came down is because my mother passed. 2 months later, I came down to Santiago. I met a girl. Well, actually, my friend's wife introduced me to a girl. And, it kicked it, but I ended up liking it. And I ended up meeting more girls and building up my team, which me and Rico should be talking about in the future. But what made me start the YouTube was that, just bored in quarantine. I had information, I had knowledge. I used to go to Santiago, which is why it's TMI Santiago. But, it's just wanting to share my knowledge, not so much about the money or because it's not a lot of money, at least not now, you know what I'm saying, till we get bigger and blow up, you know what I'm saying, but, listen, people have to start realizing they're losing the point and the message in like what we're doing, like, you have to come down. We're not telling you to come down mostly for the ladies, but it's for the peace and the relaxation, man. Feel free. You know what I'm saying? That's really our goal. Like we are like the passport Avengers. You know what I'm saying? He's Iron Man, and I'm Captain Ho America. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what we did to do. You know what I'm saying? And the cheek is just a plus. The better food is just a plus. The cheap real estate is just a plus. You know what I'm saying? But you free yourself, you know what I'm saying? And if your job is preventing you from being happy, and it's easy for me to say, but get another job, man. Get another job, get out here and just feel, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna pass it back to Rico. Rico, what was one of the reasons why you came down? You know what I'm saying? How you got acclimated to the Dominican Republic?
I came down, well, those of y'all that are kind of new, I've been coming down here since 2008. Divorced in 2007, and after picking up the loose ends and just handling business and trying to be the serious family guy for a couple of years, a friend of mine that had been down here a few times just happened to invite me one day. We talked about it in the gym probably for like 6 months, and then he said, "This is when we're going." And at some point, I'm like, you know what, hell yeah, I'm in. And, I say, all right, just time to, treat myself a little bit. And, so that's what it is. I mean, there's a lot, not just Sosua, but there's a lot to love in this country, on this island, and, I know people basically, I know couples, husbands and wives, Europeans, Americans, one half of the couple might be Dominican or Haitian, the other half European, that moved down here from the States or Europe, and they're just for a more peaceful life, and great thing about Sosua, well, for me, because I'm not driving because vision issues, but it's very walkable. I can go to my favorite bars or restaurant. I can go to the barber shop. I can go to the gym. I could do all that like within minutes. I just came back from 9 days in the States, which I was spending a whole lot of money on Uber and taxis and things like that, having a rough time kind of it. So that's sort of the plus, of Sosua. And I always encourage people to dip and dabble and try different areas and stuff, and one thing I'm a little curious about, and those of you that watch TMI's channel may be a little curious about, I might put them on the spot a little bit by asking this. But I'm going to ask what do you do in Santiago? Because usually you might be there a day or two and then come up here a while. but you always seem like you're obligated to stop through there for a little bit. So we just wonder, what's going on there?
I got I'm blocking the camera. I'm drop the mic. I got an apartment there, and 4-bedroom. Which you go on my channel, you can see my apartment. I got a 4-bedroom. I got a terrace. I pay $500 a month. I'm always honest about that. Very adamant about how much I'm paying. It's a penthouse, very cheap. But also the things to do in Santiago. I think I got to get back to Santiago and show more things to do because people are bored. This is more like a tourist town. You know what I'm saying? But if you like a regular living, you go to Santiago. There's 1,000 restaurants by the monument. I mean, the monument is like the main area. But outside the area, I think you have the regular barrios, the spots you said you like to go. The spots where, like Rico.t.toro says he likes to kind of down home, the more natural, I guess, in the hood, type of, restaurants. You know what I'm saying? And I do too. Santiago's an interesting town. I think it's like the best of like Santo Domingo, Puerto Plata. And the apartments are a lot cheaper than Puerto Plata, in my opinion, and in Santo Domingo. You just gotta hunt for them. You gotta be out there, looking and searching, and you gotta know people too. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be. Sometimes it's fast, and sometimes it's not. But if you inquire, if you look, you shall find. Like in our Field of Dreams. Matter of fact, this is gonna be the first name of the show, Field of Dreams, because that's what it is out here. This is what we're trying to tell you. He came out here from a divorce. I came out here from a death of my mother. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I hate to keep saying it over and over, but I think the people need to keep hearing the same thing over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get on our Batman, Superman. You know what I'm saying? We had to get on our He-Man, Optimus Prime. We had to come connect for y'all, man. And it's been an honor to know this dude, man. I mean, this is a great dude, and it's just been a great time. You know what I'm saying? It's always we constantly run into. I don't live down here. That's a constant. We constantly run into each other, and we always like, yo, listen, we got to get up, we got to do this. And I think we're always at the same level. Like he was at 600 subscribers, I was at 600 subscribers. He went to 800, I was at 790. So it's like maybe that's like the Lord telling us something, you know what I'm saying?
So go ahead and hit that subscribe on my channel. Hit that subscribe on my channel if you haven't. When you got a little downtime, grab your remote control and click on the TMI Santiago channel and go ahead, hit subscribe on his channel too. Just talking about daily living,
working out. Like you work out all the time. Like every time I speak to you.
Regular life stuff,
Every time I speak to you, you working out. Like he's an animal. Like he's just constantly working out. And I'm gonna get back to it. I keep telling everybody, don't sleep on me. I lost 280 pounds before when I was 24, and I'm gonna do it again. So just keep watching for Chubby Chet. I'm gonna lose weight, and I'm asking Rico some questions. You know what I'm saying? Because even though I know a lot and I lost weight a lot, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Rico is a practically a physical therapist, brother. That's something that's gonna be another revenue stream you need to look into.
Yeah, I gotta get I'm working myself actually, trying to put everything back in check. I know the regimen. This is just a difficult place for me to follow it. I can go to the gym like several times a week. That's never been a problem with me because I'm not able to do some things I want to do because of injuries. I use that as an excuse to sort of slack on the diet a little bit, but. And because I know I'm not 100%, that sort of made me a little apprehensive. I've turned away a few expats and long-term tourists that consulted me for personal training. I basically said the shape that I'm in now, I'm not going to take your money, but you can go through a workout or two with me, and I'll point you in the right direction. But me, TMI Santiago, if you're on the ground here. We're not those dudes, hiding from anything behind the scenes or whatever. We're out here. We're out. And, and whether I'm eating, drinking, or whatever, or just walking by, I'll always shake your hand, say what's up,
Always.
You know, ask
Always.
you how your day
It's
is.
all love is love. It's
Whatever,
all love.
you know, it's like,
all love. Feel the dreams. Feel the dreams. Feel the dreams.
so yeah, like I said, once again, check out TMI Santiago's channel. Subscribe over there.
We're gonna definitely try to improve
click.
each show, and we're gonna, you know,
Click some of those. If you've been watching this long and haven't already, you ought to be ashamed. You
Tell
got
them
you
real
gotta
quick
you gotta
about
make
the-
it real, you know.
Tell them real quick about what I asked you about the Rico.
Kai.
Rico Toro. You know what? Your intro, Rico.
The rico.toro. Yeah. The rico.toro que lo que show with TMI Santiago.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like two fat girls eating a bucket of chicken,
Word. The weather
licking
guys.
their lips from the cheese
Weather
and
guys.
grits.
Let's name the show. The weather guys. The weather guys. Tell the girl, the weather guys. He don't get it. Maybe they go up there and tell you, I don't size shoes no more. Maybe they go up there and tell you. Huh?
All right, y'all, we're gonna
Yeah.
try to grab a bite to eat or something. So,
Yeah.
thanks for stopping in, y'all.
Feel
Be
the
good.
dreams.